Hi guys, Ms. Fisher here. I'm going to create this little math video on the first lesson in your math book. So the one you'll need is your blue math book. So make sure you have your blue math book. It's this pretty turquoise color. If you have time, you can always decorate the front of your book. You know that I would let you here. So you can do that in any free time you have. Here is our first lesson. So right here it's saying we're going to share straw pieces, but we obviously can't share straw pieces because this is a video and you're at home. But I am going to go ahead and have you draw what that would look like, okay? So I always say read it 2 times. First time you read it, you're going to read just so you can read through and check out the words, see maybe if it's asking you to add or subtract, and then you're going to go in and go ahead and solve the problem. So first thing, we're just trying to figure out what we're going to need to do, and then we're going to go back, read it again, and then it'll allow us to help us solve the problem. So it says today, everyone will get 7 straw pieces to use in our lesson. Later you will use your pieces and your partner's pieces together. How many straw pieces will you have to use when you and your partner put them together? So obviously you don't have a partner, but it says here the key word when we're reading, it says together. So if we're putting it together, I want you to think for a second, are we going to be adding or subtracting? Hopefully you said adding. So we are going to be adding. If it says together, we're adding stuff. So just go ahead and put a little note, something like a little plus sign with a circle at the top of your page. It's just a reminder you need to add. So now we're going to go ahead and read it through a second time. Today, everyone will get 7 straw pieces to use in our lesson. Later, you will use your pieces and your partner's pieces together. How many straw pieces will you have when you and your partner put them together? So right now, I know that I have 7. So you're going to write me, and you're going to say, I have 7 straw pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and draw it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So here I have my 7 straw pieces. I went ahead and drew that out. So next, you have your partner. And your partner has 7 pieces too. So I'm going to write the word partner because we don't have a name for a partner. So our imaginary partner's name is partner. So I'm going to go ahead and write partner, which is on your page right here and here where I underlined. So there it says partner. And your partner is going to have the same amount of pieces because everybody got the same. So your partner is going to have 7, so we need to draw 7 as well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So you have 7, your partner has 7. Now we need to figure out how many you have together. So if we're finding out what we have together, we need to add. So what I'm going to do is 7 plus 7. And then we can add it together. Rather than count out all of these pieces, we can do counting on. It's going to be a much faster way to go ahead and solve the problem. So here I have 7, and I'm going to count on. I'm going to go 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And so 7 plus 7 equals 14. So we went ahead and solved the first part of that problem. And now we need to write a sentence about it. So in the sentence, for those who've done math with me before, you know, we're just kind of stating all of this, but in words. Instead of a number sentence, we're going to use a word sentence. So just like we said, we have 14 pieces together, we're just putting that in words and we're going to put it on paper. If you don't have enough time to write your sentence out and copy what I have on my page, please pause the video. Don't worry, you can pause it, finish writing, and then go ahead and we'll move on to the next page. So I'm going to say we have this many together. So we can say together we have 14. And we're not going to just leave it at 14. We're going to say we have 14 straw pieces. So we have 14 straw pieces. And there we have it. That's our sentence. Together we have 14 straw pieces. So I'm going to hold this up for a few seconds. Please just pause the video, otherwise my video will be really long. All right. Go ahead and pause if you need longer. I'm going to go ahead and turn the page now. This next part, we need to practice writing our name. So I really want you to write your first and your last name up here. It's really important in 4th and 5th grade. You're practicing writing your last name. So if you need help spelling your last name, please ask your parents to help you. So for this case, my name is Miss for my first name. It's a little bit cheating, sorry. My last name is Fisher. So Miss Fisher on the line. Then you're going to go ahead and put the date up here. So I'm going to put September 1st, 2020. And ta-da! All right, so for this next part, we need to go ahead and look at this. It says circle the shapes that do not have 5 straight sides. So when we're looking at this, we need to find out the ones that have 5. So I'm going to circle the number 5 as a reminder. Circle the ones only with 5 sides. Does this one have 5 sides? I don't know. I'm going to count. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it doesn't. So I'm just going to ignore that. Now I'm going to go to this next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yay, I did it. So I'm going to go ahead and circle it. Then I'll look at this next one, which is a circle, so it has no sides. Up here, we'll count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Looking at this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, so no. 1, 2, and 3, also no. Let's look at this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, I don't know, some of you may know or may not know, a shape with 5 sides is called a pentagon. So I'm going to go ahead and write that down, and I would like if you wrote that down too. Pentagon. Because a shape with 5 sides is a pentagon. The word part pent means 5. And a gon is just a 2-dimensional shape. So pentagon. All right. This next part, it says circle the ones that have no straight sides. So I went ahead and circled the word no because I'm looking for the ones that have no straight sides. So here is a triangle which has 3 straight sides. So that's not what I'm looking for. But here we have a circle that we're going to circle. This one has 2 straight sides. So that's not going to work. This one also has no straight sides. It's not a circle. If you can look a little closer, kind of looks a little more stretched out. It's called an oval or an ellipse. And here we have another ellipse and another. So we're going to circle those 4 shapes. So under the circle, I'm going to go ahead and write the word circle, and I would like if you did that too. And then the other ones are called an oval or an ellipse. So I'm going to draw arrows to the word oval, because it's an oval. O-V-A-L. And circle, C-I-R-C-L-E, circle. All right, looking at this next part, number 3, it says circle the shapes where every corner is a square corner. So I'm going to do a couple things on this back of this page. You don't have to do it. I just want you guys to watch. Oops, not the best triangle. So a square corner is something you could draw a square in it. If you can't